Many people believe grief begins after someone that they love dies. But for the majority of people, grief actually begins months or even years before death occurs. It begins the moment we realize that someone we love is going to be slowly leaving us. We call this anticipatory grief. In today's video, I'll discuss what anticipatory grief is, why it happens, why it feels so complicated, and provide 4 suggestions to help you navigate and cope with the feelings and emotions that come up. Hi, I'm Nancy Lee. I'm a nurse practitioner, and I've spent more than 2 decades of my career working with people who are at or near end of life. So let's get started. What is anticipatory grief? Anticipatory grief is the emotional process that occurs before a loved one dies when we know that the end of life is approaching. It often begins when a diagnosis is made that changes the future, a diagnosis that is life-limiting, a diagnosis that is terminal. Some examples are, of course, diagnosis of cancer, advanced dementia, end-stage heart or lung disease, and a host of many others, but anything that is life-limiting. Families and loved ones suddenly realize something profound. Life will never be the same again. The future they imagine is quietly slipping away, and grieving begins. Now, anticipatory grief can feel really complicated. One of the hardest things about anticipatory grief is that 2 realities exist at the same time. Your loved one is still here, but they are slowly leaving. Families and loved ones often report feeling emotions like sadness, fear, guilt, anger, exhaustion, and deep love. Some people report feeling guilty for grieving while their loved one is still alive. But anticipatory grief is not betrayal. It's the preparation of the heart. Another reason anticipatory grief feels so complicated is that it is not linear. It does not move in a straight line. Some days you may feel hopeful, and other days you may feel overwhelmed and heartbroken. Some days you may just feel numb. These are all normal responses. This is your nervous system trying to adapt to a reality that feels impossible. Now, understanding what anticipatory grief is can help you recognize the normalcy of the feelings and emotions you're experiencing. And lastly, here are 4 suggestions to help with anticipatory grief. Number 1, allow yourself to feel what you feel. You don't have to be strong all the time. Excuse me, grief is something that we move through. It is not something we suppress. Number 2, stay present when you can. Sometimes people will emotionally leave early because the future loss feels unbearable. Number 3, have conversations that matter. When it's possible, say things like, I love you, thank you, I will be okay. Number 4, and most importantly of all, seek support. Families and caregivers often carry anticipatory grief alone. It's important to ask for support. Support can come from medical teams or hospice teams, counselors, faith communities, or supportive friends. If you are experiencing anticipatory grief right now, please just know nothing about your feelings is wrong. You are loving someone who is slowly leaving this world. That is one of the most difficult human experiences one can have. Now, that said, there still can be beauty in this time. There still can be connection and meaningful moments. Sometimes the most sacred moments between 2 people happen on the journey towards end of life. Thank you for watching. If you would, I have to say, please like, comment, and share if you found this video to be useful. I encourage you to leave questions or comments in the comments section. I'm happy to answer any of your questions, and I appreciate that. I have attached a handout in the description box entitled Anticipatory Grief, What Families Need to Know, and you are welcome to download it for free. Thank you again for watching. I will see you in the next one.